It's been a while since DJI released this drone and since I owned it. In today's video, we're going to talk about this little guy, DJI Mavic Mini, and whether it still makes a good beginner drone in 2023. Let's roll. Welcome back to the video and my channel, and if you haven't done so yet, please hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with the latest content. Back to the DJI Mavic Mini. Is it still a good drone in 2023? Let's find out by looking at a few characteristics that I deem important. In order to understand whether this still makes a good beginner drone in 2023, we're going to look at 5 characteristics. First is cost, second is ease of use of the drone, third is the range of flight of the drone, fourth is battery, and fifth is picture quality. Starting with the cost, let's be honest, this is the cheapest quality drone that you could find anywhere. Right now, if you look on eBay or Facebook Marketplace, this drone can go in between $150 to $200 for Fly More combo, which puts it significantly lower than the cheapest new DJI drone purchased on the DJI website. If the cost is your main decision driver, here you go, you have the answer. Next, we want to discuss the ease of use of this little guy. The DJI Mavic Mini, like all the other DJI drones, are ready to go from the box. They come with a super small controller that's very easy to use, even if it's outdated, but I find it super comfortable, it's very simple to use, and it fits everywhere. It does come with 3 attachment cables for either Android phone or Apple iOS phone, so you could basically attach it to any smartphone that you have on file, similar to any other DJI drone. I do have to note that this is a more simplified version of the current controller that DJI sells on their website. However, again, it comes at a much cheaper cost, and I don't think you're losing any functionality. And again, this served me really well for over a year, and I think it's definitely worth the quality. Let's also not forget that this little guy is 249 grams, which makes it legal to fly in any city around the world without getting authorization from local authorities. It also does not require any aircraft piloting license, which makes it a great option for beginners and for anyone who wants to fly this drone in the city. Now let's talk about picture quality. The DJI Mavic Mini films in 2.7K, which is significantly lower than its followers DJI Mini 2 and DJI Mini 3 Pro. However, keep in mind that most of us still consume videos in only 1080p quality, which makes this little guy more than enough for general use videography. Just take a look at the footage that I was able to get with this little guy in 2022 and tell me what you think in the comments. Okay, what about battery life? As you're aware, batteries on these little guys are far from being as powerful as the batteries we have on the phone that keep our phones powered for hours or days. The drones have battery lives of approximately 20, 30, 40 minutes depending on the model. DJI Mavic Mini here has an announced time of 30 minutes of flight. However, I was only able to get approximately 22 minutes, which is not bad. It's not great, but my drone is in the air for about 2-3 minutes each time, and I'm able to get between 20 to 30 shots of a few seconds to be able to edit it all together. So 22 minutes of flight time makes it plenty to come up with a full video or some B-roll for any of your other videos. So in terms of battery, for sure you can get a drone with a better battery life, but I think this is more than sufficient. By the way, before we move on to disadvantages, please make sure to let me know in the comments what you think about DJI Mavic Mini and available alternatives at this price range. Okay, now talking about disadvantages. One of the biggest disadvantages that I found with this drone after using it for over 2 years is the range of flight. DJI announces the range of flight of approximately 2.5 miles, which is 4 kilometers. However, for me personally, at around 900 meters to 1 kilometer, I start losing connection. And no matter what I do with these little guys here, nothing happens. I lose connection, the drone returns home automatically. I'm not that disappointed about the inaccurate statement of the drone flight range of the DJI website. However, I would love a bit more range to reach some further points when I'm filming in the nature. Speaking about that, the followers, DJI Mini 2 and DJI Mini 3 Pro, we're talking about more like 8 miles range, which is significant improvement over this. So if you're trying to fly to some remote areas from the point of launch, maybe DJI Mavic Mini, the first generation, is not your best option. However, I found plenty of things to film within a 1 kilometer range, and I think it does the job, especially if you're new to drone flying. The last disadvantage that I want to mention is the picture quality. I know we discussed it in the advantages, but let's be honest here. This is a 2019 drone with a 2.7K quality. Right now we're talking about drones with 4K, and potentially in the coming 2023 there are going to be more drones released who will be able to film at 8K. However, it being a disadvantage, again, please do remember that most of the videos are consumed in 1080p. So with 2.7K quality in this little guy camera, you get more than enough quality to make sure that your videos look professional and cinematic when you upload them to YouTube or any other social media platform. To sum it up, the decision whether to buy this drone or not is entirely up to you. However, despite the age, DJI Mavic Mini is still one of the best beginner drones that's on the market. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button to stay up to date with the content being released weekly. If you have any suggestions for the topics you would like me to cover, please mention them in the comments and I'll make sure to take a look at that. See you.